It's Mike, and today I'm cooking my wife gluten-free cranberry orange scones. Ingredients and cook times in the description below. It's about 2 a.m. here. My wife is still asleep, but she was nice enough to set my alarm so that I could get up and have these baked and ready for her when she rolls out of bed. So let's get started. Our first ingredients is a cup and a half of almond flour, 1/4 cup tapioca starch. I'm using tapioca flour, which is one of the alternatives listed in the ingredients. 1/4 teaspoon baking soda. With the orange zest, I've seen 2 to 3 tablespoons in the recipes. I just used the zest of one entire orange. Now for our wet ingredients, starting up is going to be 1/4 cup honey, 1/4 cup coconut oil soft. Now to make the coconut oil soft, just put it in the microwave for just a few seconds and then mix it a few seconds, mix it. Do that until it's soft. You don't want it runny, you just want it soft. Unfortunately, the camera did not pick up the 1/2 teaspoon of orange extract that I added. So go ahead and add that in there, as well as 1 egg, which the camera did not pick up. And when it comes to the dry ingredients, I forgot to add the 1/2 cup of cranberries. So go ahead and do that now. Let's give those wet ingredients a good thorough mixing. You want them completely one consistency. And now we can mix the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. With regular flour, this would be a dough that's very dry and crumbly as you're working with it. But with the almond flour, it's going to be a little bit wetter. The almond flour does pull moisture out of other ingredients, so it's going to have a little bit of a sheen to it. You don't want it super wet. If it's too wet, go ahead and add some more almond flour, but you don't want to add too much because then you'll completely change the flavor of this recipe. But once you get it down, mine was tacky, I guess is what you'd call it. And it baked out of it. It became more like a scone as it baked. I did the full 25 minutes. And like I said, it was a scone texture when it was finished. And once all that flour is fully incorporated, go ahead and grab your favorite baking dish. I'm going to use a cast iron skillet with a little bit of non-stick spray. This skillet's used every day, so it's pretty much non-stick, but just to be safe. Then go ahead and make one big glob, drop it in there. Now you can take this out right now by hand and make little squares if you want to, or whatever shape you want. This is a super easy, super fast way. Once you get it all in there, go ahead and use your hands to pat it out. You want it to be kind of like a pancake sitting in there. Scones are usually 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch thick. It's not anything you need to measure. Just once you're happy with the consistency, I went about 1/4 inch thick. Then you can go ahead and grab a knife. I'm going to use a pizza cutter and just cut it into however many slices you want. We're just going to do it into quarters, so 4 giant size ones. We can always cut those down later or break them apart because it's just for the family. This next part is optional, and you can use sugar if you want to, but I'm going to take a little bit of monk fruit sweetener, which is a sugar granulate type thing, but it's made of monk fruit, and just sprinkle it across the top. This is just to sweeten it up a little bit. All right, once this is done, you can go ahead and throw it in a 350-degree oven. Like I said, I do mine for the entire 25 minutes. It seemed to come out just about perfect. And here it is, gluten-free cranberry orange scone. And I gotta say, this has got a very nice brown glaze to it. It looks great, smells great. See how it comes out of that pan. Did stick a little bit in the center, but other than that, it is great. So there it is, the gluten-free orange cranberry scone, or cranberry orange scone, however you like to say it. But this is a treat. We've had, I made scones before, so I know my wife's going to like this. I'm trying to keep these videos pretty simple. They're obviously not produced at all. The main goal is for me to cook, but these are just so that people who have been asking for recipes can have a recipe. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to try and keep making them, maybe get a little bit better at it. But till next time, take care.